What's up, fam? Coach Nate here. You showed up, and that alone separates you from the version of you that would have stayed stuck in stiffness. Right now, you might be feeling tight in your back, heavy in your hips, or maybe you're just moving slow, like your body hasn't caught up with your mind yet. But in the next 5 minutes, we're going to change that. I'm talking about mobilizing your spine, unlocking your hips, and activating your core so you can start this day with power, not tension. Most people stretch wrong. They force positions, hold their breath, and call it mobility. But the truth, that kind of stretching could be keeping them stuck. You'll see what I mean in move 3. There's a stretch in this flow that's going to release your entire lower back, but not in the way you expect. And one of the final moves, it's going to show you just how much tension you're holding in your shoulders, even if you think they are relaxed. Let's hit the mat. We're mobilizing the spine and waking up the body. You've been curled up all night, your spine compressed, your breath shallow. This move is your full body reset. Start in child's pose, knees wide, arms reaching forward, forehead resting on the mat. Inhale, shift forward, drop your hips, lift your chest into cobra. Exhale, press back into child's pose. Repeat the slow rhythmic motion with your breath. Let it guide you. I promise this move will wake up your nervous system, relieve pressure in your spine, and ground your breath for the day ahead. Beginners, keep forearms on the ground in cobra. Advanced stretches, add a gentle lift off the knees for a deeper spinal wave. Here's a surprising fact. Most back pain in the morning isn't from injury, it's from spinal stagnation. This movement clears that up in 60 seconds flat. And here's a challenge for you. Sink into your next cobra and hold for just 5 more seconds. Let your chest pull forward and your heart rise. Do you feel the shift from tension to release in your spine? If not, soften your shoulders and exhale fully. That just unlocked your back. Now let's strengthen what protects it. This move doesn't just train your core. It reteaches your body how to balance, stabilize, and trust itself again. From tabletop, extend your right arm forward and left leg straight back. Keep your hips square and abs tight. Hold for 2 seconds, then bring it back in. Repeat slow and steady. I promise this move will activate your deep core muscles, realign your spine, and improve your posture without a single crunch. Beginners, tap the floor with your back toes. Advanced stretches, add an elbow to knee tap under your body. Core strength isn't about planks. It's about movement plus control. The stretch, it's doing both. Reach your arm and leg just 1 inch further. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you holding your breath? If yes, exhale now and feel your abs fire on. That just switched your core on. Let's even out the other side. Your right side is dialed in. Now we bring the left into balance. Most people have one side tighter than the other. This is where you feel it. Extend your left arm and right leg. Engage your abs. Imagine pulling your belly button to your spine. Stay steady. Don't rush the reps. I promise this move will increase balance, protect your spine, and make every movement today feel easier. Beginners, keep both hands on the ground and just extend the leg. Advanced stretches, hover knee and wrist just above the mat on the reset for constant tension. This stretch improves neuromuscular control. It literally teaches your brain how to move better. One last rep. Extend, hold, reach. Now breathe. Do you feel the coordination between your shoulder and hip? That's your cross-body system firing up. Core's active, back is warm. Now let's unlock the hips. Sitting all day? This is your antidote. Your right hip flexor has been shortened for hours. This stretch reclaims your range. Step your right foot forward into a low lunge, a left knee down, sink your hips forward. Chest lifted, hands resting on the thigh or floor. Breathe deeply into the stretch. I promise this move will relieve lower back pressure, open your hips, and improve mobility in everything from walking to squatting. Beginners, use blocks or cushions under your hands. Advanced stretches, reach both arms overhead and gently lean back. Hip tightness doesn't just affect your legs. It creates tension all the way into your lower back. Sink 1 inch deeper. Hold it, breathe. Do you feel the stretch in your left hip? If not, your front knee might be too far forward. Adjust and unlock it. That just opened the front of your body. Let's even it out. One hip open, one skull stuck. This move brings your body back into alignment. Step your left foot forward, right knee down. Sink your weight forward, don't collapse. Lift your chest. Hands on thigh, floor, or reaching tall. I promise this move will improve posture, prevent knee strain, and restore functional mobility. Beginners, stay upright with support. Advanced stretches deepen the stretch with arms high and a soft back bend. Here's a surprising fact. Did you know that tight quads can actually tilt your pelvis forward, causing back pain? This stretch corrects that. Can you drop into this stretch and hold for 5 more seconds than you want to? You'll thank yourself after. Can you feel the difference between this side and the last? Don't rush it. Breathe into the tension. That just unlocked your hips. Now let's release your chest and spine. Your back's warm. Your hips are open. It's time to reclaim your posture. If you sit at a desk, drive, or even scroll your phone for hours, this stretch is going to feel like a revelation. Your shoulders have been rounding forward. Your chest probably tighter than you think. This stretch resets your alignment and opens space to breathe fully. Stand or kneel. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Pull your arms down and slightly back, opening the front of your chest. Keep your shoulders relaxed, neck long, and chin slightly tucked. I promise this move will reverse hours of slouching, improve breathing, and rewire your posture from the inside out. Beginners, use a towel between your hands if they don't clasp comfortably. Advanced stretches add a hinge forward while keeping the arms lifted for a deeper stretch. Most people think tightness lives in the back, but your chest is often the real culprit. Did you know that most people think tightness lives in the back? But your chest is often the real culprit. Release it and everything else realigns. Can you hold your arms back just 1 inch further and keep your breath calm? Let go. 5 more seconds. Do you feel the lift in your collarbones? That's your posture coming back to life. Your shoulders are open, your spine is tall. Now let's finish strong with a full body reset. You've made it to the end. But this last stretch might be the one that brings the biggest release. It's not just about touching your toes. It's about letting go of everything you've been holding in your back and nervous system. This stretch decompresses your spine, floods your brain with oxygen, and grounds you, literally. This is where movement meets stillness. Control meets surrender. Stand with feet hip width apart. Hinge at the hips and fold forward, letting your arms hang heavy. Bend your knees slightly if needed. Let your head go. You can grab opposite elbows and gently sway side to side. Feel free to grab opposite elbows and gently sway side to side. I promise this move will relieve tension in your lower back, increase circulation to your brain, and leave you lighter in your body and mind. Beginners, keep knees bent and rest your arms on thighs. Advanced stretches, straighten legs and reach fingers toward the floor or behind ankles. Now here's the truth. Forward folds aren't just about how far you reach. They're about how much you let go. Can you hold this final stretch for just 5 more seconds? Sink deeper, breathe slower, let everything go. Are you holding tension in your neck or jaw? Release it now. This is your moment. We just reset your nervous system. You're longer, looser, and fully awake. Stay strong, flexible, and powerful. I'll see you in the next session. Let's go.